Alright, hello everyone and welcome. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully well. New week begins today, right? That's always good. Welcome to today's gameplay stream. Got something completely different for you on stream today, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who I am, I don't know how you got here, but I am Darkside Phil. And, welcome. Today we're doing something very different from the norm. Today I'm checking out a game that became incredibly virally popular last year during the summer months of 2015. Now, I had no idea what this game was. I did not check it out last year because I had other stuff on my agenda. In fact, if you remember the summer of 2015, I had about a month of downtime with nothing really going on. And what I wanted to do was get as much stuff done during the summer months as I possibly could, including games that people had asked me to play for a long time and I had never gotten around to. Okay? And I ended up spending about a month and a half playing stuff that, you know, it wasn't a new release, but it was basically games that I had always kind of wanted to play and didn't have a chance, and I tried to get through as much as I could. But then all of a sudden, this game came out of nowhere. Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen. Why did this game become so popular? Well, two reasons. Number one, because it actually ended up being the big summer release for PS Plus members that was completely free. In the month, I believe it was either the month of July or August, I forget which month it was. This game was the free for PS Plus subscribers game. And I mean, that's cool that when you are a PS Plus subscriber that you get free games every single month, right? But the other thing was, there was absolutely nothing going on during the summer last year. There were no real major game releases or anything like that, and people were looking for something addictive and fun to play during this dead time of gaming. And so, Rocket League filled that gap, filled that desire for quite a lot of people. Now, I've never played it, but from what I'm to understand, it is quite fun and addicting. It is one of those multiplayer games that's completely unique. You jump in, you get hooked, you want to keep playing it. I don't know, because I've never played it. I don't know anything about the gameplay. Today is my very first exposure to the game, so I'm going to suck horribly. And apparently there is a major desire for people to join me, and I'm going to be very honest with everyone up front. No, that's not going to happen today, because I've never played the game. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me get out of there. I forgot that there was loud Rocket League music playing in the background. My bad. My bad. But yeah, there's absolutely, I mean, think about it. Oh, Phil's playing basketball for the first time. Let's all jump in and play with him and destroy him in a game that we've been playing for, you know, more than half of a year, almost a full year. I don't think that would go too well. You know, what I'm doing today, the purpose of today's stream is for me to try to learn the basics of Rocket League, okay? You know, how do you play? What are the controls? What's the goal, you know, of playing? You know, learning the game rules. That's the purpose of today's stream. Now, later this week, on Friday, okay, is my Indies Marathon. I'm going to be doing a 6 to 7 hour streaming marathon of indie games. And Rocket League has dominated the polls all week, well, all month long, for this, you know, this game, or this, excuse me, for this, event, this marathon. So, I had a day here today where I didn't have anything going on. I originally thought that The Witcher 3 DLC came out today, so that was what was on my schedule, and then come to find out it does not come out today, it comes out tomorrow. So I had a free day, and I was like, gee, I wonder what, you know, what exactly I should do. And so a lot of people on the stream chat a few days ago recommended to me, they said, Phil, if you're going to be playing Rocket League on Friday for the marathon, what you should really do is you should play it ahead of time to learn the basics, so it doesn't turn out that it's like an hour and a half and 2 hours of you flubbing around on this marathon, not really getting any progress. You know, we'd rather see you actually get some meaningful gameplay in during the marathon, so why don't you play the game ahead of time? And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, that's a really good suggestion. So I want to say thank you to those of you who did suggest that I play this game earlier on, okay? So that I get a little bit of, you know, adjusted to it and learning the basics for this Friday's Indies Marathon. Speaking of which, I hope you will come out and check out the Indies Marathon this Friday. Lots of fun stuff going on there. I'm also going to be playing Super Hot. I'm also going to be playing Salt and Sanctuary. And I may be playing a fourth game, but I don't want to really say what it would be yet until the polling gets closer or closer to the end of the week. Simply because right now it's close between like the games that are in fourth place, okay? So, that is the deal, alright? Today, Rocket League on stream. Later tonight, I'm actually going to be playing more Persona 3. I played it yesterday, had a lot of fun. I'm going to be continuing on with that tonight. That will not be live streamed, alright? Just want to make that abundantly clear. It's not going to be live streamed. It'll be offline gameplay that will be just uploaded to DSPGaming afterward. And tomorrow will be the Witcher 3 DLC all day. Wednesday is going to be the new Hitman episode, which releases tomorrow, so I'll be playing that on Wednesday's stream. And Thursday right now is up in the air. Now, here's the deal. I already see people in the stream chat asking me, did I see the trailer for Ibuki in Street Fighter V? Because here's the funny thing. Last night I made the weekend preview explaining this week's schedule. Literally, as I was uploading the weekend preview, they released the trailer for Ibuki in Street Fighter V explaining that she's going to be the next new character in the game. And of course, I didn't put that into my schedule for the week because no one was aware if there was going to be a new character in Street Fighter V or not yet. So the good news is, Ibuki's coming out. The bad news is, I don't know when, and Capcom, once again, has not, just like with Guile, has not made it abundantly clear when she's actually releasing. Will she be available on Wednesday? Will she be available on Thursday? You know, no one knows. No one knows when she's actually going to be available. So, it kind of sucks. I would like to tell you, oh yeah, I'm definitely playing Ibuki in Street Fighter V this week. But, you know, I don't know. I can't guarantee it because I don't know if she's actually going to be released or not. Now, here's the deal. Let's say that she is released on Wednesday or Thursday. I would definitely like to do what I usually do in Street Fighter V with these new characters. Do a stream where I take her in the lab, I go into training mode, I mess around with her and do kind of a tutorial video, learning on the fly what she is. Then we go into her trials, do the story mode, and then go online and do some online play. But, here's the thing. I kind of explained this in the weekend preview, so I'll explain it again quickly right here for you. I don't know what's going to happen this week in regards to... I just got a weird email. In regards to scheduling, because I already got The Witcher 3, I've already got Hitman, and I've got the Indies Marathon on Friday. Oh, and by the way, starting Saturday, I'm taking some time off. So, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to have time to play with Ibuki unless she gets released on Thursday. If she does release on Thursday, at least midday, then at least maybe I could get a chance to play with her a little bit, whether it's just, you know, the second session of gameplay or whatever. But if she releases late on Thursday, then unfortunately, I'm not going to have time. I'm not going to have time. So it sucks. I wish the Capcom would release things in like a orderly fashion and tell everyone when it's going to come out, but they haven't done that. They just kind of release these characters willy-nilly out of nowhere. And, I don't know. I want to play with Ibuki, but I can't guarantee it. Alright? Now, if I don't play with Ibuki this week, when I come back from my time off, that'll definitely be one of my priorities. I just don't know if anyone's going to care, because at that point, it's going to be, you know, over a week and a half after she's already been released, and people will probably already have found advanced strategies with her and all of that. If anything, what I could tell you is this, and this is God's honest truth. Ibuki is actually the character I care about the least in Street Fighter V. I actually like Guile, for example, a lot more. I'm looking forward to Balrog. I'm looking forward to Urien and to Juri. All those characters I want to play more than Ibuki. Ibuki is one of my least favorite characters in the Street Fighter franchise. Honestly, the reason, it's kind of a selfish reason, but back in the day, when Ibuki was in Street Fighter 3, she was incredibly overpowered. She was the best character, hands down, in the original Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 3 Double Impact. Or Second Impact, excuse me. She had an infinite juggle that would dizzy you, and then she could reset and re-juggle, and it was very broken. The game was very, very broken in its original form. And I hated Ibuki because of that. It was really annoying that if she could get one combo, she could literally go into like an infinite. And they fixed it in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. They finally made her a more fair character. They reduced her health, and they took the infinite juggle out. So, that's kind of why whenever I see her, I kind of get soured. I'm like, I remember in the back in the day in the arcades how bad she was. Now she's nothing like that. She's definitely a way different character now, and I'm sure in Street Fighter 5 they're going to change her even more. But I'm just saying, I've played with characters like Balrog, Yuri, and Juri. Those are the characters that interest me. Ibuki never really was my forte, okay? So, Ibuki may happen this week, may not happen this week, directly dependent on what happens when she releases and what I'm in the middle of, etc. I want to play with her, but it all depends on when she actually releases, okay? So it's going to be a fun week. I'm having fun. I hope that you're going to have fun too with the variety this week until we head into a little bit of downtime for me. I want to say thank you to all of you who turn out for the live streams, those of you who've been watching the on-demand videos. It's certainly been a good few weeks for me, let's put it that way, with everything going on with KO Gaming blowing up and everything. Pretty exciting, okay? Alright, so I really don't have much else to say. I think I'm just going to jump in and get started with Rocket League. I have no idea what to expect besides competitive multiplayer gameplay. That's all I know. I hope the game has a tutorial mode so I can learn the basics, and then I'll jump in and see what I can do, and we'll go from there, okay? Alright. Let me get my headphones on. Thank you, everyone, for being a little patient here. Sorry for a few minutes late start, but not too late. And now let us get into Rocket League. One final thing, right as I start, okay? There's only one day left to pledge to my Patreon, okay? And right now we have not hit the goal. Unfortunately, what I suspected would happen happened. A bunch of people today realized, oh shit, it's the end of the month, and they reduced their pledges from last month. So we actually were above the goal, then we were below it, then we were above it again, and now we're below it by about 50 bucks. So if you want to get in on this big multiplayer event that I'm planning for early July, including Rocket League, but it's also going to be Overwatch, Street Fighter 5, Uncharted 4, Doom, possibly Plants vs. Zombies 2, if you want to get in on all that stuff, and you want to be in a closed environment where you're not going to have idiot trolls coming in and trying to ruin it, it's just going to be a fun gameplay experience. For once, you gotta pledge to my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil. $5 gets you into the event, okay? Excuse me. So please, consider it. I really want to do this event, but, you know, we need a few more people to pledge in the next 24 hours or so, alright? Until basically the end of the month, so midnight on May 31st, which is tomorrow. Patreon.com/darksidephil. Alright, gratuitous plug out of the way. And now, we begin. Thank you, everybody. Here we go.